Hey guys, welcome back to Mine Operator. I am Chad, and today I have a special visitor, Dave from Orophilia. He is one of our Pure Gold members, and I'm so grateful to have you out here today.
Thank you so much. It's a real pleasure. I've been touring around with Chad and got some good footage for my site.
So take a look at Orophilia. Dave is going to be posting a video on running a sample, 2 samples that we have handed off to him. We're excited to see, what the grades come back at, as it might have an impact on what ore we run through our equipment when our mining season starts in October. So stay tuned for that.
Great, let's get on with it.
So we decided to pull some material from that mine dump where Harry and I were there. We saw some good gold in the pan, and we're really curious if the grade of the dump is worth running through our equipment. If so, there might be some low-hanging fruit and an easy way to start our mining season. Let me remove that word easy, because nothing is easy in mining. But all right, so take a look as I pull a sample here. We're going to run it through our small mill, concentrate it, and try to get a grade. So we went back to that spot, to that mine dump, and this is what the material looks like. And so, curious, just pull a representative sample. We'll mill this down. And we're gonna grab 10 pounds. Let's grab 15. Let's grab 15 pounds just to make sure that we have at least 10 pounds to work with when we do our concentrating method using our sluice. And if the grade comes back pretty good, then we're gonna go ahead and run this through our mill site. This is also the material that Dave from Orophilia just grabbed, and he's gonna do an analysis on this too. And I'm excited to see what he comes up with. So check out his channel at Orophilia. We have 21.5 pounds. We'll get that to stop swinging there. We got more than enough material. We'll go ahead and just mill it down 10 pounds, run it through our sluice. All right, I'm here with Con Man. This is my dad, Greg. And when he's out at the mine, he's also our hoist man.
2 hands, 2 jobs.
Yes, sir. And so he's got a 11-inch K&M mill, which is great for lab work. It's easy to pop off the sides and clean out. But whatever mill you're using, it's important to keep it clean in between samples. And right now we're screening everything to -20.
Yep.
Good size, right?
-20. Yep. Everything else gets running here, and I can rerun it 2 or 3 more times so I can get it all down to baby powder. So it works good.
And that's about what we're getting with our large setup. We have we're screening everything to 20-. Doesn't mean everything's 20 mesh. Majority of everything is below 50 mesh actually.
Right. Yeah.
But we don't want large stuff on the table. So anything that's too large, we rerun through the circuit.
Well, here's some of the stuff I just ran. And if you can see that, but it's like baby powder.
Yeah.
So that's what we're going for. That's the best to run on the sluice.
So we're gonna weigh up 10 pounds of this material, run it through the sluice, and then we're gonna pan out the gold. We're gonna dry it. Let's weigh it.
Yep.
Let's run some numbers and see if we have good ore to actually run through the big plant.
And let's get some gold.
Yeah, because Dad, if this actually works out good, then this is the material we could run when we start our season.
Well, that's why we're doing this. We need to know for sure, because there's a good amount back out there. So we need to know for sure before we put all the effort in to get a lot.
It's also, it's on the surface.
Yeah, I know,
So
that
it's on
makes
the
it nice.
It's fun going underground, but when it's on the surface, it's low-hanging fruit. We might as well go get it. So.
Right.
All right, let's do this.
Sounds good.
All right.
Not bad.
Okay, we just started sluicing material. So Dad, how much material did we start off with?
Okay, we got 12 pounds, and well, we started with 20. We milled it down. We ended up with 12 pounds of good milled stuff.
Okay.
And so I'm going to run this, and then we're going to pan it, and then we're going to run the other sample from the other spot, about 10 pounds of that.
All right.
So I'll keep us loose in here, and I'll keep you updated.
All right, sounds good. Looking forward to the results. I just grabbed some material from our sample bucket and measured out 13 pounds. Now we're gonna go mill it. Just wanna make sure we have enough of -20 mesh material to run through our system. Ready to pan the concentrates from the dump material. We had 12 pounds of material, and before I pan, clean water, little jet dry, see what kind of gold we get, and if we like the results, we'll rent a Mini X and we will repair the roads and grab a larger sample. And if this ore is good from the dump, then that's the ore we're gonna run through our mill site when our season begins. Let's pan this down. Let's see what kind of gold we get. All right, so I've been panning down the cons. We have a little bit left here to finish up. And yes, I have jet dry in there. Let's see if we get any gold. Other miners have shown me some great techniques with not having a lot of water in there. You don't need a lot of water. Matter of fact, that's still a little too much. So get it out. Do a little wash back. Keith Bowen from Hard Rock University has shown some really good techniques for hard rock material. Really fine gold. And I've seen some other great panning techniques from Harry and Blaine. All right, I'll clean this up and see what kind of gold we get. All right, we got some nice gold in this little sample. I'm gonna post a screenshot with my phone because I can get closer and get a nicer shot. But I'm also gonna dry and weigh it right now and do some math and tell you what the grade is. All right, I just dried the gold and gonna weigh it up and do some numbers. We got 0.056. Let's go ahead and do some numbers. The gold looks a little dirty. There's still some black sands in there and some little silica, so we'll have to account for that in our numbers. If 1 ton is 2,000 pounds divided by 12 pounds, that's the size of our sample, equals 166.67, let's call it. We take that number and we multiply it by our result of 0.054, and we will get 9 grams per ton. But it was pretty dirty looking gold, so let's multiply that by 0.7, 6.3 grams in the dump. Now that warrants going back and taking a larger sample, maybe putting some in the dump trailer, filling bulk bags, and let's run it through our system. Let's see if we can recover 6 grams to the ton. That's not bad out of the dump material that's already on the surface. Let's pan this out and see what we get. This is primarily of the brown chalcedonic quartz that is known to carry the gold in this area. And we got that it's from the Hollywood vein north of the dump. And we're gonna see what kind of gold we get out of here. You could tell the water is a lot darker brown from this material compared to the dump. And I could already tell there is a lot more heavies in this pan than in the other pan. So this might take a little longer. I'll put it on time lapse so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me pan real slowly. So I cleaned up the gold, pulled out all the magnetics, and I'm gonna post a screenshot with my phone because I can get closer and get a good shot rather than this GoPro. But there are a lot of sulfides in here, along with some free mill gold. So that's interesting. I'm gonna weigh this up, see what we got, and I'll use the same figures to get an estimate. So we got it on the scale, and it is a little dirty too with the sulfides. I pulled out all the magnetics. So it's gold and sulfides in there, and we're looking at 0.073. We are looking at 1 ton equaling 2,000 pounds divided by 11.5 gives you 173.9. We multiply that by our results of 0.07. We get 12.2 grams per ton, but let's just presume that we have 30% impurities. That would be 8.5 grams, or slightly over 1/4 ounce per ton. So I think we need to go back, pull a bigger sample, and run it through our mill and see if we can recover close to that, because that is absolutely worth it. The math makes sense. We're gonna get an excavator, go repair that road, and pull some material and get it staged for our season starting in October. So this just might be worth running. All right, you guys just saw us run our ore through the orbital plus our little K&M mill. You saw how much gold we got. We're excited to see that, but I'm even more curious now to see what Dave gets when he does a gold analysis to tell us if it's worth it or if we should move on.
We'll discuss all of that on my video and on Chad's video.
Be sure to check out Orophilia. We thank you for watching us and supporting our channel.
Thanks for watching.
So what we're doing is repairing a road to get to a mine site that we're going to be working, and we have with us a Mini X. Take a look at the work we're going to do, and we're going to have some fun. Working on the road right there, trying to catch up to it. line. We've been doing road work and repair work. So this is it. Take a look. Oh yeah, thank you. Perfect. Make it representative. Hollywood, would you be able to pull forward? I'm gonna station on that side. Now we are just making sure that we have enough material for a good sample to run through our mill, and we want to make sure we can get the dump trailer out of the area because we did some road repair, but we need to do a lot more, and one day isn't enough to get everything done. So if this sample turns out well, we'll go back with the Mini X or rent a different piece of equipment to do the job. Team mine operator did a lot of work today to get the road repaired enough to get back in there. Now let's get back to the mill site and we'll stage the ore and get ready to run it. We just got back with the dump trailer. I'm excited for the material that we were able to get with the Mini X. Fixing that road took a lot of work. Now that we could get back to the dump and to the vein, we're going to grab a lot more material. Even though we're able to, pull a little bit more than a ton in the dump trailer, that road was really difficult to get out. So there's more road repairs that we need to do in order to get back and forth safely. And Team Mine Operator is really excited for our coming season. Our goal for our season is 2.5 ounces a week. All right. So do you guys think that's possible? Leave a comment below. If you like what you saw, please crush that like button, and yes, pan it too.